Oh, my chair just went down. Tick tock, tick tock. Get my chair back up before I start here.
Chair.
Mike, what's up with you guys? James?
Are we live?
Yep.
Oh, we've been live.
We are live. Hope everything's in frame. Howdy,
Yes.
howdy, booga.
What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing well.
We're going to give it a couple minutes, let some people join us tonight, Friday night.
Friday night special.
I like that. Mike, you said just chilling, all prep for our ride tomorrow. Yes, that's exciting. Very
Good for y'all
exciting.
guys. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. That's a good thing y'all are doing. I do want you to know we tried really hard this week to come up with a bike for me. Just didn't pan out.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, so Saturday in Rogers, which is Northwest Arkansas, they're trying to get as many motorcycles together for a little girl who's turning 6.
Yep.
So, of course, with all this, thank you, James Tate, for your super
Tate.
chat. Thank you.
Sir.
Little girl, of course, can't have that normal birthday like she would normally have. So they're trying to get together as many motorcycles as they can just to be able to drive by and just have that sound of all the motorcycles and, you know, excite her and get that smile on her face and stuff like that. So
good for you guys.
Yeah.
Steph and I would really like to be there, but just not want to pan out. You guys, you go by, give her a little love, wrap them out a little bit. Easy if you got AMA, might blow though.
Yeah. Who knows? Yes. Chris, good to see you. And Booga, you said that you got your koozie and your sticker
Good, man.
today.
Right on.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I sent out koozies, and the 100 Honorary Octane have their own exclusive sticker, a little bit different and little designs, you know, just exclusively for them. So I sent out the koozies to all the members, and then the 100 Honorary Octane have the sticker with it. But if you guys are a member and you didn't get your koozie, make sure that I have your address and I will get it sent out.
Yep.
So in the next couple of days, if you don't get a koozie in the mail,
make sure we get your address, reach out. Steph has got a big list of everybody. Man, she is so organized, and you have to be, because I think now we're over 100 members now. So there's 100 honorary asses out there. Like we always say, our ass is getting bigger. Really damn cool, to tell you the truth. If you watched last week, we talked about some stuff that the members are doing, all of us, with our map. And also the walk around video of what you're riding. So we've had some of those come in. So we're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds into it, so I'll open it up. Congratulations, y'all. We made it through another fucking week. I am TJ Thompson. This is Stephanie Thompson. I'm the Honorary One. This is the Honorary Squall, and together we do make the Honorary One. We ride a bike coast to coast, north to south and board. And we show our travels and whatever happens to us or what we're into. So if you don't know who we are, basically that's what we do. We also do pay it forwards, which that leads me to this. Last week, I want to just say how proud of the moment I am, and each and every one of you that did do. We just did a spontaneous pay it forward. Steph has the information about that too, and we'll be talking about that as well. The money that came in on our live feed was $1,570.
1557.
Okay, 15. Okay, 57.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so definitely want to touch base on that. We'll be getting that in. Steph, you got the information on that because we want to be clear with everybody.
Yeah, so YouTube pays out once a month. So anything like your monetization or super chats and stuff like that comes out once a month. So that's the 18th of each month. So should all be here May 18th. And then, of course, YouTube takes a percentage of it. I know that sucks. I am going to email them and just let them know that this is for pay it forward. And we are, of course, filing under the tax exemption. So if any of you guys donated, you guys want a receipt, I can send you guys. I know I've already sent a couple of them out, but I can send you a receipt for your donation. But yeah, I'm going to try and email YouTube and just say, hey, this is what this was for. I mean, we don't ever get that much in our super chats on weekends anyway. So I'm like, this is different. So try and explain it to them and see if they can do something as far as they don't take their percentage out so that we can take that full 1557 and hand it over to someone.
And if not, we'll be very transparent. We'll show you a printout of everything and show you what their cut is. And then afterwards, that's what we'll have. And then we'll find someone to pay it forward to. That was a badass moment. That was the highlight of my week, guys. I got to tell you.
It was really neat. Everyone that was with us last Friday night and made that happen.
And I really wanted to really like shout from the rooftops about what we do, you know, and what we've done. We do the best we can. So, you know, we always make a pay it forward video of all the ones that we've done. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that as well. Because I want to show you guys, you know, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you guys, you know, proud of us. And we're doing something good. And it's tough out here in the world, you know. People need a hand up, and that's what we're going to do. So we just want to let all of y'all know exactly what's going on, being transparent. So, and it'll be kind of cool. Let's see, and then that'll give you an insight on YouTube. It'll give us an insight on YouTube as well. You know, we're just getting all this figured out as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to do some answer some questions?
Yeah. I can't talk and type at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. I was going to message Oki Hopper. If you guys aren't familiar with her, she is a member on our channel, and she is deaf. So I do a lot of typing back and forth to her and some of our other members that are moderators that help us. We'll kind of reply and stuff back to her too. And she just got a new seat this week on her bike.
Saddleman.
She got a Saddleman.
Green. Threaded.
I believe was diagnosed from when she was born, I think. Yeah. Sweet seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because said he
yes. And that is cool as hell. You know, you see somebody's motorcycle or you see what they're driving or maybe their tattoos or something. If you take a moment and let them tell you the story, what it's behind, it may, you know, it may change your mind. You may look, I've probably got a few tattoos and I look at it like, what the hell? But you know, they got a backstory to them. Just like she's doing that with the green, neon green. It's cool. It's got a story behind it. And that's what it's all about, being original, isn't it? Doing something with it as well. And
it's cool whenever it's, you know, it's got a story, it's got a meaning, it's got a purpose, and it may be something really personal to them, or it may be just like a universal, like, well, because it's, you know, May is
badass
color of gray.
It's Motorcycle Awareness Month as well.
Yeah. I was going to say it's gray because brain tumor awareness.
Brain tumor awareness, yeah.
So it's my favorite month.
Yes, that's right.
I shouldn't say that October is my favorite month.
Yeah, it's birthday month.
Yes, so let's see. Gary W. Steph, let's see your shirt.
Cheech and Chong.
That's all it is. That's it. Waiting for someone to catch on to that. Okay, so what do you want to talk about first?
Well, guys, I'll just tell you the truth. You know, we're just like everybody else. We're just waiting around to see what breaks and what turns loose. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm not an expert or anything like this, but our state governor has rolled out, Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson rolled out phase 1. So our gyms are opening back up. Thank you, James Tate. This is just for you guys. Thanks for the hard work, and have a few beers on me while you're unable to ride. James, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate that so much.
So although Arkansas never did the stay-at-home order. In fact, they did follow like the White House's blueprint as far as taking precautions and stuff like that, but they never actually had a official stay-at-home order. And I know some of you guys have that actually officially in place. We don't, so I'm not for sure how you guys are reacting with the phase 1 and stuff like that as far as reopening businesses. But May 4th, next Monday, gyms are going to start opening and a few other things. And then they made a decision today about salons. They're allowing dine-in restaurants now.
Thank God, I need to go to the salon.
I'm wanting some Mexican and Chinese. I'm tired of cheeseburgers through the drive-through. What do you miss?
Oh, you know, I miss being able to make a choice.
Yeah.
You know, because you're limited.
Yeah, because like McDonald's and Taco Bell now have limited menus.
Yes.
So it's like they took away breakfast.
Yeah.
And the real Vinny B, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, got rear-ended this week, but not hurt, but I cannot read. Not hurt, but we got to tell people to pay attention and watch out for us riders.
No shit, dude.
I hate to hear that.
Thank you for the super chat. But you got rear-ended. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
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 I'm glad you're okay. I hope insurance or everything works out okay. We've dealt with insurance and everything. It's a true pain in the ass. There's no doubt about that. I'm glad to hear you're okay, man. I'm sorry that happened. Damn it. Yeah. You know, that's something we all think about and talk about, you know. I mean, our heads are always on a swivel. And, you do everything right. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, somebody's on that damn phone or whatever it may be. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Damn. You got anything else you want to read there, love?
Yeah, Mike Myers said that he misses the ranch house in Midtown Cafe.
I miss Midtown, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, like we will like hit McDonald's like 11 o'clock for breakfast is cut off. So we really got used to the whole breakfast throughout the day.
Yeah.
You know, and now with the limited menu, they don't do breakfast during the day. So I'm like, what the Booga 83 said taco truck on me.
Damn right, man. Thank you, Booga.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, that is some good. That's cool as hell. You know, be riding on your old bike and stuff, and I'll see a damn old truck out there, you know, and we'll roll in there. You know, usually it's barbecue or tacos or something like that, you know.
Yeah, and up there in Booga, you may know what we're talking about. It was kind of close to P Ridge, and it may be in P Ridge.
It was.
They have like a little parking lot behind like the Walmart and I think a bank, Arvest maybe or something, and it had like 4 or 5 different food trucks.
We went over there for the boys' football game, and we're starting to death, you know, and it was right there at the field.
Yeah.
I do want to give a big old shout out to the Harrison Goblins this year. Y'all kicked ass. Hope you boys are holding up well. I know our boy Kendrick, he's ready to get back at it. They haven't been able to go lift weights or get into the groove. This coming year, Kendrick will be his senior year. We're super proud of the boy, as we are all the 4 girls as well. But we're just talking about the football team. Way to go, Goblins. I was raised a Goblin, so was Steph right here, Golden Goblin. So, yeah, so that was really cool. What a name, Goblins. And I love it. You know, there's eagles and there's leopards and we're damn goblins. You know? I mean, it could be worse. We could be like the Antlers. We have a little town near us called Deer, Arkansas, and their mascot is the Antlers. Is it? Deer Antlers? Is it? Yes. Oh, Deer's pretty cool because you go through Deer and then you go through Swain. Their mascot is Antlers. So if you go over here and ride up around where we live here, we got some hellacious cool ass riding. And of course, we're nose arcs. But there's little places, you know, Deer and Swain and Nail. So we know all these little places. And it's a damn pretty country. And just good old folks out here, you know, living. Like we always say, hey, got a new member, badass. Yes, Mike Bodine. Hey, Bodine. Good to see you on Welcome here. To the Ornery Asses. You made our ass just grow.
Yes.
I appreciate that so much.
Yes. And this is Michael Gregel. I'm not for sure. I did see that it like reset or something. It just showed that he became an honorary one, but I don't know if it didn't like. I don't know.
Well, Michael, he's working as well on our map system too. I don't know exactly what we're calling it, so we can stay in contact. They had a big ass ride coming up this year too, and they had to cancel one half of it. So they're going to be down here in the Ozarks and bouncing around. You guys have to watch them. He's got a badass ride.
Do you want to recap the map idea?
You go right ahead, because I may butcher it.
Okay, so for all of you guys that are members, we have come up with an idea to do like a honorary network map. So Michael Gregel is one of our members. He's
the head map guy. He didn't want no title, but I think
he is the
he's the dude.
President and chief of this network. And Curtis, thanks for upgrading. That's awesome.
Oh man, right on, dude.
So our honorary network is going to be a map where all of us members can put our location. You can put as much information as you want on there. So you can put your address if you want to, or you can just put your general area like your city and state, or even a contact phone number. You can mark it if you, if you're willing to help any other member that's broke down or that's passing through. You want to go
tools, trailer. You can go ride. Offer a place maybe in your house to sleep, or maybe a place to pop a tent. Full body massage. Food service. So basically, we're going to drop pins where you're at, and we'll have different pins. We're going to work all that out. So different colors mean different things. We'll be able to show that. And it'll show, which Steph's worked on a map. We have one kind of across the U.S. already of people contacts when we're rolling through that we know we can count on. So that's pretty much what we're doing there.
Yeah. And if you guys didn't catch us last Friday night, that's kind of what we talked about. We had Mike and Mike also. Mike Myers is another member. We had them both join us on Zoom, and we just went live on Zoom with both of them and just kind of talked about our ideas and how we could grow. And
when you're riding, you do a walk around, send us a video, and then we're going to make a video with all y'all together, showing what you're, just a walk around what you're riding or what you're driving. Doesn't matter. And we've been having those come in all week, so it's really cool.
I know a couple of you guys said that you guys forgot to send in your video. So if you want to participate, send us your video. 3 to 4 minutes at the max. Record horizontally if you can, landscape view.
Try to have good sound quality. So yeah.
Just walk around your bike. Let us know what you ride, what you love about it, maybe what you're updating.
Yep. Pick on somebody, make fun of somebody. That kind of shit.
And you guys can email it to us. So that is thehonorary1@outlook.com. You can go to our website and find how you can contact us. If you forget or you're not for sure, message us on Facebook, Instagram.
Yep. So
all that good stuff.
That'll kind of give you a rundown there, guys. What we're going to be talking about right now, we'll just get off on it. We're going to do arts and crafts with the Honorary One. So that's what Steph and I have been into this week. Basically,
we have absolutely nothing else to do. I know some of you guys that already asked any updates on your bike. Before we get into our arts and crafts, do you want to tell them any updates? So I contacted HD. I know we've been on the phone like 3 or 4 times this last week since Friday. One time was over an hour, and the majority of that was on hold. So we talked to one person. Actually, what happened is we held back our payment. Our payment was due, so we held back. We're trying to contact them. Now, listen, they subbed this out. And they've got a bank company that does this stuff. These people don't give a shit if your bike's running or not. They're just collecting. It's the finance department that's calling us.
So we're like, yo, man, this is the deal. Our bike runs, like, can't help it, make a damn payment. I was like, listen, just give me I recorded this too. I said, just give me an answer. Just answer my question. We'll make a payment. Well, I talked to him. He's a really sweet little dude. And he's like, listen, I'm going to transfer you. Well, then he dropped us in to a lady. She's really sweet too. Code dropped totally. She had no idea what was going on. We went into great detail. I kind of argued with her back and forth there. She goes, well, listen, I'm going to give you a number. You call this number and they help you out. I said, okay, give me your number that you're wanting us to call. She gave us the number, Steph looked it up, and I was like, listen, this is
the customer service phone number.
Off the website. I was like, listen.
So, like, make a circle back to where we
just
started an hour ago.
So I was like, we've been calling her. This is the same number. You've got to help me. She goes, listen, I'm going to get online. I'm going to try to get somebody online to help you. I sat on the phone with her. She couldn't get anybody either. Probably not working, but, because of all the shit that's going on, I get it. But I was just trying to get an answer. She's like, listen, I can't get an answer either. She goes, I can see what you're dealing with. And I was like, okay. So what do we do? And she's like, make your fucking payment, basically. And we were like, well, listen, just answer a question. Just give me a little bit. Can somebody help me? Can you reach out to somebody? And she's basically like, no, I can't. So the first of the week, man, we were just hammered down on that because we know that all you guys were wanting to know too. And I feel like so I was like, we've had our bike blown up and we've had our bike stolen. We've had all this shit, and I do really good in the moment. I'm fine. We're fine. Nobody's dying, so it's all good. My patients are wearing thin, and it's just because I feel like I should be answering you guys' questions, and I swear to God, you guys, we're doing all we can do. This isn't a poor me or pity party right now. I'm just saying that, I'm getting a little pissy because my bike, I don't have my bike. And, we're still making payments, but that's just part of it, And
we don't have any problem with that. I don't want you guys to think that we didn't make our payment we were.
Paid it. We paid it. We went right ahead and paid it. I
paid last month and this month already.
Yeah, so
I don't want you guys to think that we weren't paying it. We were trying to make a point.
Yeah, and they were, and it really didn't come out very good because they don't give a shit what your thoughts are. So I was just recording because,
like Gregor had said, Harley Davidson Finance has no clue.
Absolutely. But we were just trying to see if I could push them to get in contact with somebody else, so.
Yeah. But we did get people's attention doing it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good at getting people's attention.
Yeah.
What was I say? So we've really been trying to figure this out. It's going to be 8 weeks now. The bike's down. Nobody can answer me because we're not working up there.
Yeah. Scott, good to see you on here.
Hi, Scott. Good to see you, brother. So do we want to go into more detail or answer anything else?
No.
What do y'all? Is there anything else y'all want to know about the bike or anything that I can answer?
Boiler Up said, I think you should have been offered a loaner, and that's something that we had.
Listen, let me just go right ahead with this.
And then James Tate said Denny's has a demo or used bike you can borrow.
Nope.
So no loaner.
No loaner. They can't do it. I pushed the envelope a little bit, Steph, because we were wanting to buy it for this weekend to go Saturday. So we contacted the dealer. We're like, can y'all give us a loaner? Can you do anything? And they're adamant and very clear, no. They will not give me a loaner. They don't do rentals because they can't.
Their insurance does not allow it.
They cannot do that.
They just can't.
There are other places around here that we could do that.
That's where we're at. Denny's, or not Denny's, HD customer service, the guy that I talked to, he did tell me that the governor did extend their stay at home. This was last week. I told you guys they had extended it. But now that the White House and the states are rolling out the different phases, hopefully, fingers crossed, that will come off, that will allow the plant to open back up sooner. So we're still looking at best case scenario, the motor be sent out in 3 weeks.
And then if it takes, say, a week or whatever, getting it here to save shipping, it takes this, somebody didn't show up, or this dude ran out of gas, and who knows, all these damn excuses. And then when they drop it here, then Denny's, they said that they'll have it done in a week, and so your guess is as good as mine, but it's okay. Because we've been working really hard on Maxwell House. If you don't know who Maxwell House is, that's a chopper. So
yes, and Booga, you'd asked how's the progress on Maxwell, and then also Chris Patrick, you said where are you at on Maxwell
okay,
House?
guys, I'm glad we got all past the damn road glide thing. So let's move on from the M8 and let's go to the Evo. So Evo coming together great. Chad has been working on it really hard, good buddy of ours. So he's got it at his place, and we went up there last Saturday. We got some footage. We're going to put this really cool video together of Maxwell House, the chopper. So our plans are with the chopper, we'll have it up and going. Maybe it'll be running this weekend. We had to get some more parts today because this thing is a cluster. So he's trying to figure out stuff, and it's new to him, and it's all pieced together shit, you know. It's awesome. So we're figuring out all this shit. Oh my God, guys, I'm getting so excited. So,
oh, I should have brought my paper of what all we bought.
yeah, so she's got
what all we had to buy for it this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so
it's inside.
We got some more parts today. So this is the thing we're dealing with now. So worked on some head work, gaskets, carburetor kit. We done some more shit too. So we're going over the brakes, flushing everything, wheel bearings. Chad gave me some handlebars because I had some little bitty handlebars on that thing, and it was real narrow. And it's just something I got for $5 at a yard sale. That a buddy actually got it, and I bought them from him. So Chad gave me these bigger apes. So I took those apes. If you guys seen a post earlier, I'm fabricated some wrenches on there to hold a hammer. Because you know how you see the ball peen hammer hanging on the side? Well, I'm doing one right on the fucking handlebars. So you're either going to fucking love it or you're going to hate it, right? And I'm doing some more shit too. And I would show you the bars, but I took them this morning to powder coat. So those are going to be powder coated. I worked on leather straps to go on that. That's what I've also been working on. So we're getting into the crafts this week. So also we're working on putting running lights on it. So it's never had any blinkers or tail light. It had a running tail light, but no brake light. So Chad's working really hard on that too. And that's where I want to give a big old shout out to Custom Dynamics. So we've been working hand in hand with Custom Dynamics, and they're trying to figure out and help us because our wiring's all fucked. So they're working with us. We're working with Chad, and we're trying to figure all this shit out. So and we got to kind of work with them too because they're going through this Corona shit too. So we got to see what they have on hand that we can get our hands on to use for the bike. Been super badass, guys. I can't express to you how great it's been. Chad's been telling me shit. We're going back and forth, figuring stuff out. And Custom Dynamics are like, well, what if you do this? What do you need? And so everybody's been working really hard on getting us back on a bike, even though it is a federal road block. So it's going to be Maxwell House. So it's going to be badass. I'll show you guys more about it because it's progressing as we're going. It's changing.
And it's like, it still has like the Maxwell House look and essence, but it's little things that are like a big change.
Yeah, because
it's like a weird,
what we're planning on doing is meeting. If everything works out, Dangerous Dan. So Dan we did a podcast on his podcast a few weeks ago. So me and him have really kind of really getting along. So I was like all down in the dumps and shit, and he's like, "Hey, TJ," calls me, and he's like, we're talking. I was like, "Man, do you know anything I can take the chopper to?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, I do, man. I got an idea." So he kind of pitched this idea to me, and I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm in." And he's like, "Can you get Maxwell going in this amount of time?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, man. I'm not the mechanic. I'm gonna reach out. Let me yell back at you tomorrow." So everything's got into this motion now. So it looks like if everything pans out, I'll be riding Maxwell from Texas down around Dallas. We'll be riding up to New Mexico. So it'll be a hell of a little run on Maxwell.
Yes, over to New Mexico, but it's at the top of New Mexico.
So that's kind of what's going on. That got me all ramped up and excited.
I know Gurgle said that you're like a little kid when you're talking about Maxwell.
Oh, geez, check this out. So I've been working on my hammer, right? And I'll show you guys the bars. It's super just ratty as shit.
And we're having fun with this stuff, guys. So this is what I
want. So you guys, you know, this is, you see paint shit all over my hands. This is my feelings right now. So in my choppers and all my shit like that, my raw essence of like how I feel at the moment, I'll build something and put it on there because it's my big like to the world. You know what I mean? That's what a chopper is. Right? But I'm loving. It's all in good fun. But so my hammer. So built this in today. So this is a spoon that I flattened out.
I don't know if they can
And
see it
Steph stamped on it an eye for an eye. And then I took some brass and wrapped it around and sorted it, silver sorted it together and got it all fit. So that's my end. It says eye for an eye. And then on the hammer, I thought, we're going to start this new hashtag with Maxwell House. It's going to be hashtag Ornery as fuck. Right?
I think you guys have probably seen, I used it the other day.
Love it. We're going to have some shirts too.
I'm going to slowly roll
and
that out there.
I know, guys, it's like, this is just to be fun and just be a little honored, even more honored. So what I did I did this with a Dremel tool. I'm not real sure about the color yet. I did both sides because that's what I was doing today, arts and crafts. So on my hammer, I carved in on this fuck. So this is one side of it, and then the other side, I did it, and it's still rough right now because it ain't even dried. So it's red, white, and blue, Honorary as fuck. So that's my hammer, and this is my Papa Adams hammer. So I had my Grandpa Thompson's hatchet, which got stolen in my bike, and my Gregor was sending me another one. Dude, I gotta build your hatchet holder too. I went by the leather store Monday, and they're closed, so I haven't forgot about that. So anyway, this hammer will set on my bars like this. So your bars will come up, right? My bars are here, and this thing will be setting just like this in a holder. So it's going to be, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've got leather straps that holds it all, and yeah. So
yeah, people are already talking about the Honorary as fuck sticker. It will be coming, and then
so this is the other arts and crafts thing that we're doing. We just okay. You got me going. Okay. Oh, right here.
So okay.
So
we're making a lot of commotion here and making this.
Steph has been working on not just a new shirt image. So we're not changing our logo. Our logo's staying the same.
We have a new design coming out for the chopper related
Honorary as fuck.
Honorary as fuck.
So what I've been working on my hammer and all this, she's been working on a light box. So this is her arts and crafts. So she got a shadow box and got some LEDs. She was working on this today, and it opens up. This is a shadow box, and then it's lit because
I can get to it easy if there's something that goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a shadow box from Home Depot or from Hobby Lobby. We talked about getting the actual wood and making a light box because I looked at some light boxes because I've always wanted one, and I'm just like the cheap ass that I will get my, I'll get an old glass frame, put it on my lap with a lamp underneath it.
Her knees.
Yeah.
And shot it up through.
Just to kind of give that light box effect, be able to draw and do some really fine details and stuff. So I'd always wanted a light box, but got to looking and they're like $200. And then I thought, well, maybe I should get like one of those drawing pads that lights up and that
really badass. So like they have pads now that you can do a lot on, like an iPad, stuff like that.
Yes.
Guys like a good one's like $800, and she's really wanting to do some drafting. So basically, she's just going to go back to. We're going back to our roots with a chopper. When we got together, we were doing rough ass shit on choppers and stuff, and she drew stuff like this. And we've always done this, come up with different designs and stuff.
So light box to buy out straight out was just kind of too pricey. And then we looked at Home Depot actually building a light box. And then I was like, man, that's going to take some time. And that's a lot of extra work that I just don't really want to put into it. So today I started thinking, you know what? I could just get a shadow box and put me some lights in there. So I went and got the roll of LED lights. What is that looking at me like that? A roll of LED lights and just kind of zip tied them and stuff like that in there. And you guys can see the reflection of outside through this glass. That's kind of cool.
So,
Anyways.
guys, that's kind of what we've been doing. But she'll be working on our new logo. Not logo. I don't want to say logo. Our new design.
It's a new design.
New design for the chopper.
Yeah.
It's really badass too. She's already shown me some rough drafts of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it was cool as hell. And then she started changing it even a little bit more, and I was like, oh god, this thing's getting better and better. So that's kind of what we've been working on. We also redid the chicken coop. Her and Peyton did, and painted it, and they made a really nice sign for the chicken coop.
It says chicks only.
I mean, arts and crafts, honoring arts and crafts.
Yeah.
So,
and that's like, yeah. So our chicken coop, as you guys can probably see on our story and stuff, we have some little baby chicks and that we've been, feeding up and raising and stuff like that. And so I just got the coop done.
And moved them out.
And moved them outside, so they're big chicks now.
Yeah. Still got a heat lamp and baby. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. But the chopper thing, let's get off the chickens, get on the chopper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's wanting a Honorary as fuck sticker.
Yeah, so we're working on that. It'd be really cool. And then we're gonna drop the logo, the design to Teespring. And because Steph will have to make all new screen prints, it's a damn hassle. So we're just going to go to Teespring and let them do it. I'm going to order a shirt right away. We wish we had somebody local, but by the time you get somebody to do it local and all this, it's just not affordable. Yeah, so for now, that's what we're going to do. But we still do our shirts, of course, because we got screens made.
Yes.
With our original logo on.
Roman, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, "Woo, arts and crafts." And applesauce. Thank you. Hashtag crafter love.
Thank you. And, guys, this is how it all begins, though. I mean, you just get to partner around, right? And, what we're sitting in right now is how big is your storage building?
Yeah, so we're sitting in this little storage building that he set up for me as my shop. So
14 by 16?
I think it's 16 by 12.
16 by 12. So if you look around here, it's just shit crammed in here. Boxes, welder. I mean, we have no room in here, and we're just ass to elbow working on stuff.
In here. I do elements of field soul in here. Weld in here.
Yeah, so if I've got something I want to be doing, then we can't do any of that because I'll be welding and cutting and all that shit. So we have to cycle what we're doing.
And then we have to go through and clean it all. If I am going to screen print, I have to clean everything up and clean off all the countertops and benches and stuff like that and set up to screen print.
So, everybody's like, what the hell takes y'all so long? I'm like, man, to do something else is like a whole process.
So what have you guys been doing for crafts? Because, of course, the quarantine is here. I'm hoping that we're at the end of it because they are rolling out different phases and stuff. So
I know Michael Greger's been doing a shit ton at their house.
Yes, their garage.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of you guys up there just been busting your ass. I get that. Of course, there was days that I didn't leave the house. So
James Tate, your super chat, thank you so much. And you asked, can you go live during the week sometime and show us how to weld? Tips or tricks?
Yeah. I only have a wire drive right now. I've got a millimeter. Actually, in this video that we're going to put together about my handlebars, I talk a little bit about that. I'll show you. I'll show you about the wire drive. If I had a TIG, I'd show you TIG. Stick. If I had a stick welder, I'd show you stick too. Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what, guys. Honestly, this is just what I always say. You take it or leave it. 75% of it is getting your shit fit right and make sure that everything is clean. And then the rest of it, it's setting your welder. And then do your thing. Yeah, I'll show you how to. I'll show you. I won't show you how to weld. I'll show you the ins and outs of what I know. Absolutely. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun actually. And I'm a true blue kind of dude, so I like Millers. A lot of people run Lincolns. They're fine. Old Lincoln Popliners I really love. But all my life we've ran Millers. Miller Maddox. I'm really familiar with them. Also ran the TIG welders, little bitty TIG welders, converted from 110 to 220. A lot of Tyson plant work like that. I've run them for years. We were doing it before we had little welders like that. We'd have a house top welder, and they were the old Lincoln, just flip. We had a block in line that we reversed the ground and positive. We'd have a TIG torch on it so we could TIG. And that's old school, though. And it works great. You guys may not even know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah.
Or care.
Yeah, no shit. But,
so, Mike, you said that you've been building a new workbench.
Good.
A couple of you guys have asked if craft beer counts for a craft.
Oh, absolutely.
A quarantine project.
Listen, you've got to support the businesses.
Yeah.
You bet.
Courtney, you said been doing outdoors landscaping.
God, you know, I love that so much. We have a pond out here that I built. Well, Steph and I built. But she wanted me, damn Pinterest, you know. I built the waterfall and everything off Pinterest for her. But
the devil.
So I mow like twice a week. We probably got over an acre here that I keep mowed like manicure. And I love mowing. We got a little old John Deere rod and mower we bought years back. And I will have so much clarity whenever I'm mowing. I don't know why. I'll come up with all these crazy ideas.
I love mowing too.
Yeah.
And I think it's a time where you can think about other things, but of course you're still like, I mean, you're driving a square basically, but it gives you time to really reflect and kind of ponder. Yeah,
it's just like when I'm welding, like a lot of times I'm not thinking about what I'm welding, I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. And that's like riding a motorcycle. Of course, you're paying attention and everything, but when you get to that certain badass piece of road that you're just kind of in tune with, it just frees your mind, you know. Yeah, well, a lot of cool stuff going on. I don't know if you guys know this. I did get my tool road. I always mention some kind of product. I try to. Not that I'm trying to push it. It's just that I like to talk about cool shit that helps me. I was able to get it while I was up there at the dealership Monday. And I've talked about this before, but it's Grim Park Company. It's their tool row, but I didn't have it. So as you can see, you can just row this thing out. It has zippers, so you can just tuck a bunch of shit in there. Got magnets up here. You can throw your washers on. A little clear Velcro pocket here where you can see your shit. Hammer. This thing, I weighed it, and it weighs about 7 pounds, but I really do have this thing loaded up. I do ride an M8, so you have to have tools. So, and it rows up, and it has a cool, you know, so you can just slip it in. Your straps, you can pull your straps off too. You can mount it different ways. Grim Park Company, though, they sent me this, and actually months ago, they sent me another one, and we gave one away for our members.
I think Jesse Foreman.
Jesse Foreman got it, yeah. So I was just going to show you guys this. I'm really proud of this. This is made from the boys up there. This is U.S. made. You can see the tag right there. This is made out of a rafting material. When you go rafting, kayak, or down the rivers and shit. So this is some tough-ass material. They did a really bang-up job on this deal. The zippers are badass tough. The see-through netting where you see stuff in there.
And I think that this, did you say the rafting material? Mm-hmm. You already did. Yep. Sorry. I was reading a comment, and I think I heard you say that after I started.
Tough as shit. It's been with me everywhere. After we had our bike stolen, I had some little cheap-ass tool roll on there. And I was like, sort of looking for really good tool rolls. Really doing my research, and I came across these guys, and I called them. You know, I'll tell you guys this all the time. I don't know if you believe me. I will fucking call them. I'm like, hey, man, I was just wanting to know about your product. A lot of times you can kind of tell right away. They're like, well, you can see all the information online, blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay, man, what do you want? And I'm like, I just kind of want to know some information about it. Well, okay. Well, we designed this. We have 2 different ones. And he went into detail. So I was like, all right, cool. So I got off, and then I sent him an email, and I was like, dude, would you guys hook me up with one if I talk about it and use it, and I'll beat the shit out of it? And then I was like, Em, could you send me one more so I can give it away? And they're like, what? And I'm like, man, I'm just asking, you know. And so we got to really talking there, and they never said yes or no. And he's like, can I call you next week? And I was like, yeah. He said, I'll call you, I don't know, noon. And at noon, high noon, phone rung. It was him. He's like, all right, TJ, let's talk about this. He said, we talked about it. We're willing to send you a couple. He said, you give one away. He said, you run one. I said, okay. And then we got talking about a bunch of other stories. Like they rode Mexico. These guys ride their damn bikes. Like they get out back roads with these damn Harleys.
They've done some cool stuff.
They do some cool shit. So they're online too. Grim Parks, them boys doing all kind of cool shit. So I had the tool road sitting here, and I thought, well, I was going to show you guys this because I'm proud of it. And I've, like I said, it will go with me whenever I ride Maxwell House. You know I'll need tools on that thing. So I just kind of want to give a shout out to them.
And welcome to the 100 Honorary Octane, Anthony Jones.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
You just made our ass grow. I appreciate that. We're always excited. We like big butts. We cannot lie. That was super cheesy.
Yes.
God, thank you.
Riding Hope, you said you lost your license plate off your bike again.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I've done it so many times. We lost I'll show you. So we always have these little bags, right? You put tools in.
This was on the chopper.
It was on the chopper. And we had some few guys following us and shit. It was over in Eureka, coming out of Eureka. This was one of them days. We came out there just getting on it. Wah, wah, wah. And we got down the road a ways, and this dude wasn't behind us. Well, where the hell did he go? So we pulled over and waited where he shows up. Well, he had one of my bags, and he said, dude, your tool's about killed me. I was like, what the hell? So we've lost that. I've lost a license plate more than once. I've lost hats, of course, glasses, coats, shirts.
Just once.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, Corey, you said that you'd rather lose the plate than when you lost your wallet living a world record ride.
Did you really?
That sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Hey, Jim.
I hope it all worked out.
Thanks,
yes.
man. Coming a member. Appreciate that,
Jim
brother.
Gallagher.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher.
Reminds me of the comedy dude.
I would just what I thought. Smash that now.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. And Mike, that reminds me, you were telling us about this. You had lost a hard bag, like the saddle bag, off your bike.
Yeah.
Talking about things that we lose.
So they didn't even really notice, and they rolled up, and they were telling them, like, dude, you lost your fucking...
I think the guy behind them rolled up with their bag inside their bag, and he was like, what are you doing?
He's like, dude, and they're like, oh, shit. Yeah, fucker did fall off.
Yeah.
Shit falls off bikes,
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tim Messer, I got your information also. I want to make sure that we add, he has a detailing shop too. So any member that comes around in his area, he offers a little bit more, offers a discount for the member. So I want to make sure that we get that added to the map too.
Yes, and he's sent us some stuff as well. We're going to put that together too. We're going to give that out. Also, Burning Wood, he was talking about doing some stuff as well. So we've been working on how to put that together and how to give that, you know what I'm saying? We're always trying to, and that's another thing. We're going to go live with you members. We'll probably be doing that tomorrow or Sunday because every month with our members, if you're 100 Octane, that enters your name in our drawing every month. So we do a reverse drawing, and whoever gets last
is the winner.
And this month, we'll be giving away some amazing Senna product. Yes. Give a big old shout out to Senna as well.
Another thing I want to say is for you guys, and actually Riding Hope, you chimed in at the exact right, perfect time. So for the members, I'd like to offer another drawing on top of our normal drawing. So we've got a couple of things like Riding Hope sent in, I think it's a GoPro 4, all set up, ready to motovlog, mount it, record, whatnot. So any of our members that want to be in on that drawing, I'll make a separate post in our group, and you guys can list whoever wants to be involved in the drawing. I know some may not want to, may not even want to record a ride, whatnot.
Exactly. So this is how we try to work this out. We're all new to this. So we're
available for you guys. It's going to be up for a drawing, and it's going to go to one of the members.
Super badass. Yes. So what he did, he's like, I've got this. I'm going to mail it to you. We got it in this week. And then he's like, just, do what you may. So we figured you got a lot of you guys that are into blogging and stuff like this. This could be it's a great little camera. You know, you may need a camera. You may want another camera to put somewhere else. I don't know. That's where I wanted to talk about Rick Rack. They have some badass GoPro mounts. We got ours down there on the fender now. So the fender bolt comes out and it's right down there, and it's a badass shot. We only got to record it a little bit before a bike blew up, but I'm eager to use that position again. And that's a cool thing too, because I use a Rick Rack on my handlebars. So this is their clamp system. I've talked about this before, but I was going to show you.
Same
Super
exact
easy.
clamp kind of style that their luggage bag has. So if you've watched that video before or heard us talk about our luggage bag that goes, it's like the quick connect.
Yep, it has a rack system where it just locks in and then you tighten this up. So they also have these for the GoPros as well. And then it has this little ball unit on top so you can swivel it. You guys will see on our videos a lot where I have that up there, and I'm actually panning with that thing. So I'll actually pan as I'm riding with my left hand and just panning around. Get some great shots.
Yeah, and it's really smooth too.
Yeah.
And like I use footage from the actual GoPro turning and stuff, and it's super smooth.
Yeah, you just got to get everything kind of set right.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty cool, guys. Like Steph was saying, though, she'll post that if you guys would like to enter your name in that. And I think as well with that, like we do our giveaway with 100% octane. I believe any of the members, whatever level you're on, I think if you'll tell us, we'll enter. It doesn't matter what level you're on.
Yeah,
we'll
any tier, open that up to any tier.
Any of the three. Yeah. Any of the octanes that want to be in it, we'll put your name in there, and we'll do a reverse drawing, and then we'll send that out to you.
Yeah.
And with all this stuff, guys, like we do want to say, if you win it from us and say for this, give a shout out to him and say, hey, man, thank you so much, because it's just like Senna. It's just like Rick Rack. They give us product to give to you guys.
I'm syncing again,
so
guys.
We want to give a big shout out to each and every person or company that does this, because at the end of the day, it's giving us stuff to give to you guys. It helps us grow.
Yeah, like last month, one of our members, Jeff Shingler, he won the monthly giveaway, and it was, of course, a Senna unit and some other stuff, Rick Rack. And he reached out to Senna and was like, hey, I just want to say thank you guys for allowing this to happen, because if you guys, of course, didn't give it to the Ornery One and they do the giveaway, I wouldn't have it. I really appreciate you guys helping make that all happen. And he was so shocked because he got an actual person to reply back to him.
He's like, dude, Senna answered me back.
Yeah. And so, like, a lot of these companies that we deal with, I mean, they are like normal, everyday. They are small companies.
Well, Senna's a big ass company.
Yeah, Custom Dynamics and stuff like that. They're a small company, but even Senna, with them being big, it's person to person. It's not like you get a generic email or a generic phone call.
Right. So, and once again, I've talked to Senna, and I wouldn't say I've talked to the owner, but I've talked to our person with Senna. She's an amazing individual. She's been super good to us, helps us anytime we ask. They're there for us, just like Custom Dynamics, just like Rick Rack. Always good, kind-hearted, always talking to you and not down to you. I love them so much, and I just give a big shout out to them. That's what I was saying. If you do get something, if you don't mind, give them a little love. Show them that we're working on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
make the world go round.
Make the world go round. And with that being said, guys, we did.
I was gonna say, Sherry, thank you and welcome to the 100 Honorary Octane level.
Thank you so much. We sure do appreciate that. Sherry just made my ass grow a little bit more. So here's our patches. If you guys, we did post, so we have the patches up there. She's got them on the website now. They are for sale. You know how big they are? They're this big around.
They're 3 inches.
They're 3 inches.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Damn, what do you mean? Yeah, beat me to it. So they did really good. They look just like our stickers. I mean, Steph, we did a lot of research, and it took us a while because they did first a different style of patch that wasn't very good. So we had to revamp it and do it again. So we finally got it right. So here they are. Everybody's been asking about them.
And Blue Bike and Doyle.
Hi, Blue Bike and
Thank
Doyle.
you so much.
He's got a YouTube channel too. You can go check him out too. He's always dicking around. Or is it dicking around?
Yeah.
Dicking around in the shed, right?
Dicking around the shed.
Sounds like I said something wrong when I said that. So I was like, oh.
I was going to say that a few of you guys had already ordered the patches whenever I first had them posted, because after I got confirmation that they were in production, I went ahead and posted them, and they were set as 2.5 by 2.5 circle patch. It's supposed to look like this, and they did not look like this.
And then they put us off because we were not happy with the product, and then so it's been a process again.
Yes.
So
and Sherry, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much. So yeah, they are now a 3-inch round patch, and they have the iron-on backing. Also,
makes them more durable and super good though. Not just because of ours. We did a lot of product review as far as online and stuff, and she found a good company, and so that was a pain in the ass. I'm happy as hell it's over, and this is our patch. Of course, you guys know probably we also have the koozies. Steph worked really hard on these as well. We've upgraded those and got tricolor. Is that right? 2-color?
Tricolor. You can say that. Yeah, it's full color. So our old ones.
And that was a process as well.
I have an old one.
Yeah.
Which exactly the same color too.
Yeah, they're cool. But we just trying to upgrade. You can see the beard got a little longer.
Yeah.
And we got some color in there and changed it up a little bit.
Or same 100 proof of Ornery with the double shot of love.
Yeah, so
I feel like this is all about us all of a sudden, but
well,
it is
I just want to share with them what we've done.
I'm gonna have to get new chairs in here.
You've been busting your ass like online all the time. Freaking, you're always emailing somebody back and forth trying to get shit right. You've been working your ass off. So I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and speaking of that, as you guys can see, there hasn't been a new video this week on our channel, and that's because we've been doing a lot of arts and crafts, chicken coop, and drawing, and uploading of the website, new products, and of course the chopper, and getting all the different, updated stuff for that. Of course, like the lights that we're going to be doing on it, because you didn't really have lights before.
No. Yeah.
You had a headlight and a brake light.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, so we've been working really hard trying to get, and we're getting to the point now, where I really feel like we're going to need to hit the road pretty soon, and I know the road lights aren't going to be ready. So, and I told you guys that as soon as that opens, we're going to hit the damn road, and I may have lied because I won't have a bike. So we're really pushing hard to keep my word, and I feel like it's a big thing. It's just like when I say it, I just hate to go back and be like, well, sorry, it's unfortunate that I told you this and we can't do it. But, so I just we've been focused on that shopping. And that's another thing, guys. So we won't be able to really ride this thing everywhere. So you're going to see Steph's old Chevrolet with that loaded up in the back because Steph couldn't handle that thing. It's just wouldn't work out. No. So we'll get to the point where we're going. We'll hook up with Dan, and then Dan and I will ride. And then Steph will be driving or riding. So you're going to see a little bit of Maxwell House being hauled. That hurts your feelings. Yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
I'm going to haul them out a little bit. And you'll get to see it, and we'll make some good footage and some good content. And I think it's going to help us because it'll break us into the chopper world a little bit. And it feels good. Yeah. It feels right.
I'm really excited about that. Merlot, you had a question. You said, TJ, what is your favorite Custom Dynamics product?
Ooh, okay. So this is the deal. It keeps changing with me. So they have the Magic Wizards, which is a body light, and they sent it to us. And we've got we need to get the video out of that. There's been a lot going on. We'll have a video of that install, and then I wanted to run these lights for a little while because I'm not really up on body lights. I'm like, you can make them dance around to your music, change the color. And I was like, okay, well, we'll put them on there. But then we started running them, and it shocked the shit out of me. So it's not like I guess it's the product that shocked me the most, because with the body lights, I could turn them on white, and then we could see if we dropped anything. It just totally lights up. And when we're getting off late at night and stuff like that, we're always trying to get our phone out and see if we dropped anything. It works really well at that. Also, it hooks up to the magic strobe, and that goes with your brake lights. So the body lights, you can set them, and whenever you hit your brakes, it lights a whole bike up red. So that gives you more visual. They're badass for that. Also, another thing that I noticed when we were coming back home, we got in, we were running, it was getting cold. It dropped down about 38 degrees. It was in the spring, and it was about 10:30 at night, and the deer were moving. So what I did is I turned those damn things on bright blue, and I made them just strobe while we're riding. And it didn't really show in the footage, but we tried to get it. Like there was deer just lined up down the damn road where we're at. And when we're coming up through there, you could see they were just standing there looking at them lights, and it just glowed. It just boom, 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 boom. So it really made the deer see your bike as well. First-handed, I was like, damn, that right there's a selling point. I thought I might get in a little trouble with the officers with the lights being blue on. We rode up against officers coming to Mountain Home and shit. So I'm really liking the Wizards.
I was going to say really quick, Brad Jenkins, welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Jenkins.
you so much for being a member.
You just made our ass grow. God, I love saying that. Thank you. We do appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome to our community.
If you guys don't know already, TJ likes big asses.
I like big asses. We're making ass. Yep, so you're an honorary ass now, buddy. Super cool. We appreciate that. So, yeah, that I'm really shocked with. I'm really pleased with. Also, they have a fob with that, so you can work with a fob, not just an app. They also have an app. I don't like getting my damn phone out. Got a little fob, boom, hit that, have a little button and turn it off. Also, now you got me ranting a little bit. I really like their saddlebag side lights. The hinge lights there, because that gives you visibility from the side. So I really like those too, man. Oh, something else I haven't ran, but I've seen them. So a lot of people are going but they have a light that goes out on the end of your grip.
Yes.
So that's like, well,
I think
what the hell? But it gives you more visible, light from the side for cars coming up. I think that's really badass. They're working on a bunch of other shit as well too. So I do really, I like that, but I like their vent inserts too, though. Those are cool stuff.
I do like
the
their
windshield light up there. What's your favorite?
There's a lot of good ones. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite would be.
Tell me that.
It is. We are adding the mini bullets. No?
Oh.
We're wanting to add the mini bullets to the chopper. I'm really excited about those because they're miniature. I think they're like 2 inches.
I think they're 2.5 inches long, and they're 1.1 inches in diameter. So
maybe I wasn't supposed to say that.
Well, we're hoping so. We got to work and see what they got. We may be over speaking. They're going to help. Yeah. We're going to do what we can and see what they have in stock. So we're kind of working. We don't know.
Yeah.
But those are going to look really good on the chopper. And there'll be some other things we're putting on there too. I hate to say a whole lot because we don't get them. It's not because they may not have it, because it's limited with what's going on.
That's true.
So, yeah, but the chopper, it's going to be really cool there because we'll be able to show off some custom dynamics on the chopper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be.
And they've been working their ass off trying to figure out what we've got and what'll work and all that. Because they're about plug and play.
What will fit and stuff. Yeah, that's one thing that they're big on is the plug and play. You can just put it up to the plugs already in the wiring harness and good to go. But we're working with a different creature. You guys are working with
somewhere around a 98, but they've chopped it. They just used what they needed and chopped off the it's just connectors. So we're probably going to do with a universal hookup what they've got. So, but I'm excited to see what happens.
And Matt Kelly, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, put this towards that big ass account. Thank you so much,
Thank
Matt.
you so much, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that so much. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Thank you. Thanks each and every one. We all want to thank the members too. You guys,
Yes,
you guys are keeping us. You're keeping us on the road. You're keeping us moving, and not only that, you're keeping my spirits up. That means a whole lot to me.
I have one more question
Yeah.
that I thought was really good. I had to scroll up to find it. Tim Messer asked a good question. So, TJ, if you could only pick one part on Maxwell, what would be your most favorite part of that bike? Or what part means the most to you? So one. Favorite or means the most?
Oh man,
Putting you on the spot.
means
Cue
a
the
lot.
tears. Wait,
Well,
I gotta get the emoji.
They just got a lot of parts from my grandparents. Probably. Ooh boy! As soon as I say it, I'm gonna be wrong. You know, probably just the cover of just using the Maxwell coffee can on the breather there. It's pretty much it just. It just meant a lot to me. I was sitting right here in this little old shop that we're sitting in here and got it in here and coffee cans sitting around and it had a bunch of nails and shit we pulled and they were sitting up on a workbench here. I was just looking over there and I was like, man, you know, I'd like to talk to Paw right now. I looked at it and I was like, fuck Jesus, I'll just use one of these cans, man. So I cut that up and put that on there. It didn't take me like 30 minutes. I had that built too. It just went together. Yeah, and then I got a lot of shears on there. I'm also, I think right now though, to be the truth though, what's going to go in there now is my grandpa's hand. So, you know, I had an old chopper sometime back, old thing I ratted out, and I made a license plate for the side cover for the battery, and I had on there, Pawpaw you ride with, and Steph wrote it on there and pinstriped it on. I'll never forget this. This guy, he walked over and looked at my bike and he read that and looked at me and laughed at me. He was like, and this guy was actually a family member. And he was like, Pawpaw rides with me. That pissed me off so much, you know. And I told myself right then, I said, my God, every time I do a damn bike, I'll have something my grandparents on it. You know, and they do. It's just a memory. And it is a time machine. I said it on a post sometime back, you know, that old bike that we're riding right now, it means a lot to me too. And so that bike was built by Euless Youngblood. Euless Youngblood, he died 8 months ago. We lost him, I believe it's 8 months ago, died of cancer. He was well known around here for building bikes. He was the OG of Honor. There's no doubt about it. He was an honorary fucker. He told me stories. I worked with him a little bit when we got slow. Not that I'm a mechanic. I just helped him run a shop. He paid me $100 a day, and I didn't hardly do shit because I wasn't good at nothing. But I was really good with people, and I was high-spirited, and I think he just loved the camaraderie, and I was always asking stuff and getting those Suzukis and Hondas and chopping them up, making little ugly choppers, and he loved that. And he built this bike, I don't know how many years ago. I actually have a picture of this bike that I got. I think Euless is standing there with it. I'm not sure where Jason is. The bike was yellow with purple flames when they first did it.
It was something.
Yeah, so this bike itself means a lot to me because of who built it, and we lost him, and the bike is a time machine to me. It reminds me of stories that we've made ourselves on that bike, stories and shit that we can't even talk about because it's illegal. And people I'll never see. And it's as corny as it is, guys. Touch it. It's good stuff. I love it. I love it.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch
Wow,
up.
that just got me
Shoot.
off in the rant.
Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong thing.
I see that.
We got another crazy person.
That's all right. That's right. So yeah, so that old Bach, and when we do this video, I've got this cool video too in my head. So these videos that you see, Steph does every bit of it. What you don't see is me sitting there going, Steph, what if we did this? What if we did that? What if we did this? You know, like the one video you'll see us sitting at the forts. We went in. I told her, I said, we're going to shut the door and I'm going to ask the spirits if they hear us and talk to us. And then I said, listen, I wanted to say, subscribe to me already. And she made it happen. Like we sit there and do this. So I have all these like crazy schemes in my head, these little one-liners and little skits that it's just like being in your own in TV video, you know. So we just had a lot of fun with it. So
It's been a lot of fun.
yeah. Anybody else got any questions? I've just went off and rant. I apologize.
Yeah. So yeah, tonight, you know, we don't really have a whole bunch of new news or updates or anything like that.
Sorry,
so
guys.
tonight is just kind of a recap and shit the shoot. See, that's the kind of things that I do.
Craft show.
Yeah, shit the shoot and yeah,
show craft.
Arts and crafts hour.
So maybe next week I'll get my handlebars back from powder coating. I'm hoping. Had a really good conversation with a guy down there at the powder coat too. He rides motorcycles. He about lost his wife years back. Had some issues as well. It's personal. I won't get into it, but he about lost her. So I stayed in there. Day 4 years, I went down there and see if they'd do it. I stayed there an hour and a half talking to him. I went down there today in Cincinnati. Buddies, I think I was in almost 2 hours today talking. So I don't get a lot done because I get to blabbing. So hopefully, he said maybe next week I have the bars back. Chad said maybe this week we'll have Maxwell running this weekend. So we've been getting some footage together about Maxwell House. I got some cool footage of it. It's set for about 2 years. It was over here in my pawpaw's old shed, and I have some cool footage of me like opening the door and like looking at it for the first time in a while, because we all the money that we do make, it helps us stay on the road. So the money that we do have, we go out on the road, and we never are able to get the money together to fix Maxwell House. So while we were down and we didn't really have anything to do, I was able to reach out to Chad, and Chad's like, dude, I'll hook you up. I'll work on this thing, and I'll make sure you can afford it. You know, he said, I'll help you. I was like, okay, man, I need help. So that kind of opened the door to that. So this video is going to show a lot of like me talking about the bike, what it looked like whenever I pulled it out of the shed over there. And then we went up last week, talked to Chad, and got some footage of it sitting there all tore down. Went over some stuff that I'll show you the heads. I got close-ups of the heads. They did some it's old school shit that they've done. And we'll go into detail about it. And then we're going to show the shakedown run, because you got to do a shakedown run. We'll hopefully be doing that in a week or so. And then we'll put it all together and show you. I'm excited about it.
So, well, I answer some questions. Okay. Brandy, you had asked, do I keep the side of my head buzzed or do I get it done at a hairstylist? So, I actually keep it buzzed, but with the quarantine and the stay at home order, I haven't really had any place to go. So we've kind of let it grow, and I'm kind of regretting it because, you know, when your hair gets to a certain length and then you buzz it and like kind of pulls because it's so long. So I'm kind of, and I'm dreading it.
So I cut her hair.
He cuts my hair and I cut his hair.
So I have you guys know I usually have a mohawk. I've got tattoos on my head. You guys seen? If you ain't seen the live video, I'll put the line on my head.
And when I say cut his hair, I use the
shave it. So we haven't done anything. I honestly went to town, or where did I go the other day? Maybe I went up to the dealership Monday. I got up there and I was like, damn, what is that? And I was like, Jesus, I didn't put any deodorant on. But I haven't put deodorant on in a few weeks now. And I can be honest with you, it feels good. You know what I mean? It feels good not to wear deodorant. I was so tired of getting makeup on and get myself made up in the mornings too. So it really gave me a break from the everyday grind of getting made up, getting my hair did, just let my nails go. But I'm gonna tell you, when this shit breaks loose, I'm going to the salon.
I'm
getting a full on.
You can go to the salon. I'm going to the saloon.
And I'm gonna be I'll be getting all made over, and she'll be getting drunk. She'll be getting on that alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and a lot of people just asked about. Well, yeah. Sorry. The right term would be clippers. I say the buzzer things. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you could say
I just
buzzer
got some shit for that.
Good, give her hell.
Let's see. Someone said, what is both your favorite tattoo or the tattoo that means the most? Tattoo talk. I like tattoos.
Hands down, I can answer
Tattoo
that.
parlors open May 6th in our neck of the woods. Oh, Brandy, that's awesome.
No shit.
I'm not for sure when ours are. Our governor did make the announcement yesterday about gyms and restaurants and today about hair salons.
Right. So I am getting my knuckles done. I talked to Wayne. And Jesus, Wayne, I'm sorry. He sent me I'm super bad about answering messages because we've been doing stuff. I think we're going to do it in a couple of weeks. I'm going to get my knuckles done. So it'll be a couple of weeks, I guess, before we can do it, or what he's projecting.
I'm not sure.
You know, we met in a tattoo parlor. That's where we met.
We did.
I took my girlfriend up to get her first tattoo, and I took a bunch of people. I think I had like 6 people with me, piled into a Jeep Cherokee, and we drove up there. So we walked in. So her friend knew some of my friends, and then everybody got tattoos, and we ended up at a bar down there in Hollister, Missouri. The bar's no longer there, nor is the tattoo shop that we met in. It got hit by a tornado. The bar's shut down since then. But we were sitting at a round table, all of us. And, of course, my little girlfriend was hugged up on me, kissing on me and stuff. And this little girl over there with little square glasses, she kept staring at me. I looked at her and kept looking at her. Super hot. I had my girl with me. The first thing, I'd heard that she was married. And so I thought she was real cute. I kept kind of making that eye contact. And I looked over at her and I said, "Are you married?" And you go,
I was.
You said, yeah.
I was like, yes.
And I said, well, you're not going to be long acting like that. That was the first thing I ever said to you. I have no idea what I meant. I guess we were just, so eventually she was going through the separation. She got divorced, and then we kind of came back together later after all that. But yeah, we met at that tattoo parlor.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think because that's been, what are we at, 10 years?
13 years ago? 14
No, yeah, because we've been married for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been 13 years. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
So crazy. Okay.
Favorite tattoo. This is my favorite tattoo right here. It's a cross. Steph did this. One little take. She did this. We're sitting in the bed. So I looked at a magazine. Was it in the Horse magazine?
I think it was probably the Horse.
It's a Chopper magazine. I don't think they make it anymore, and it got separated, whatever. But there was a advertisement in there, and it had a dude's hand, and it had a cross tattooed right there, and it said "Bring soap." And the picture was like fucking killer, and his hand was all dirty, and he had this cross right here. So that really, I didn't have any tattoos down through here, and I said, I want that. And she's like, you want it? And I said, yeah, his is square though. I want mine with little peaks on it. So she sat there with a Sharpie and drew it, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, laying in bed, this old gun that kind of put together, and she's like, okay. So she goes and did it, and that's just one pass. Never has been touched up, and she was getting really good at it. Like she's done some stuff on me. First tattoos right here. That's her first tattoo.
It's like
It's cool as hell, man. So I was like, I want a keyhole, like you're peeking through stuff, and then the cross. And so pinstriping. So she sat there and did that with a marker, and then went over it with the she tattooed me. But what happened, and she's tattooed herself, so she has her whole thigh totally tattooed. She did herself. She's got some other tattoos that she's done herself. But after her brain tumor and all that, she lost her steadiness, so she shakes. You know, she's left-handed, so she'll shake. She did a shit ton of pinstriping, super talented. But after that, but in the last year, you're starting to get all that back, though.
I am. I'm having fun with it, no matter if it's kind of fucked up or not. As long as I'm having fun with it.
And then I try to tattoo her. And
yeah, so both my thighs are done because that's like the perfect place where you can sit and tattoo yourself and practice. And so both my thighs have stuff on them. And so one leg, I've got just kind of like a, I don't know, old school kind of collage of, different
kind of like
different
flash
things.
art.
So in between these pieces, I was doing just like little stars and dots to kind of fill in. And so I was like, he wanted to, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll, this little star, put me a star right here. And I think he did like 2 little passes, and then he quit. And I was like, no, you have to finish, and then he was like freaking out because he didn't want to
hurt her. So then I was like, it was months later, I had a little cupcake, a little patch I sewed on my shorts because they were ripping out. And I found this little purple and pink little thing, and I sewed it on for a patch. All right. So I kind of half-assed did the outline, but then I dug in, and she was like, ow. So
and our connections. Oh, there's our connection. Sorry, they glitched out.
So I kind of hurt her a little bit. So she's like, no, I'll just quit. And she had to finish it out, and I've never done it again. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's a funky looking cupcake.
Is that your favorite tattoo you have, though?
The cupcake?
Yeah.
Gosh, this is hard. No, I think my favorite tattoo would be my grandmother's portrait on my back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
My grandmother means a whole lot to me. And I wish that, I was younger, when she passed away, I was 21 or 22. And so, I just wish that I was older when she passed away.
It's a true hellraiser. I've heard stories about her.
Yeah.
One thing
I crying on this.
I don't know. Where's the tears at for you now? So this is a really cool story too. I'll share with you. So I'd seen her grandma's portrait tattooed a lot.
Thank you, Jim, so much for your super chat. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jim, so much. I hope you're entertained.
I don't know why you guys are listening to all these stupid
Yeah, but check
stories.
this shit out. Check this out. So this is true, super true. So when Steph and I hooked up and doing a thing, we were macking around shit, I looked at her and I was like, is that a portrait? And she's like, yeah, that's my granny. And I was like, holy shit, I've seen that before. I know that tattoo. And she's like, yeah, probably. The dude up there in Branson, he tattooed it on me, and then he made flyers and advertised his tattoo shop. Well, in every damn pisser I went into, they had that pegboard and had that flyer up of this portrait of this lady on some girl's shoulder. And I've pissed I don't know how many times looking at that portrait. Well, hey, now look at me. So, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this looks so damn familiar. And it's because I
get around. Yeah,
I've seen it so many times when I go piss. So it was another cool story. I wish we had one of those.
Yeah, it was just like, the bathroom stall advertisements whenever you go into the stall or the piss or whatever, and it has the advertisements for local shops. And yeah, he used my picture for my tattoo as
his advertisement piece. Yes, I've pissed many a times and already seen her and had no idea. Yeah. And we've been together a little bit, and all of a sudden I just kind of clicked, and I was like, son of a bitch. And she's like, oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
I did too, until you just said that. That's funny.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, okay. How about some questions? Yeah, you guys are getting to know us for sure.
Faux show.
That's really cool, Tim. You said that your daughter did her name on you and she was 7 years old at the time. That's really cool.
Man,
I like that.
badass.
Yeah.
So my next favorite tattoo would be the one on my arm. So it's a heartbeat.
And Jim, thank you so much. Thank you.
So it's a heartbeat, and it has Jasmine, Jessica, and Kindred, which are my two girls and the boy. So they're my heartbeat. So I put that. That was my first arm tattoo, and then I went on to other things. So it would be super meaningful. And we talk to the kids all the time about tattoos and different things. Our kids are starting to get tattoos now. That's what we buy them for Christmas. So and we have our artist tattooing our kids now. We met him in New Orleans, Wayne the tattooer. So we have a big history. All this stuff is so super tied in. And now our kids, and so the tattoos, everything that I have on me, I can tell you where I was at, the mood I was in, where, like the reason why. Some of our tattoos are kind of spare of the moment, but they had been thought of before. We kind of went over to these ideas, like we have ideas right now for tattoos. And so we're always messing around with designs. So, and art, artsy fartsy kind of shit,
Yeah.
So, we just go right along with it. So that mean a lot to us. This right here is bean wings. So this is a can of bean wings. We're down in New Orleans. We had our buddy Wayne did some tattooing on us. Steph and I got in at 5:30 in the morning. We stayed out and watched the sun come up in New Orleans. Walked back to our Airbnb. We had a couple buddies that were staying with us, and somewhere around 2:30 the next day, we woke up. I think they had to go piss or something, and they kind of woke us up. And she had a white tank top on when she went to sleep, and I pulled old plastic shit
Actually,
off.
I think I have that tattoo on or that tank top on right now.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
So when I went to sleep, I rolled over against her and we just passed out. Well, when I woke up, I pulled that off, and you could see the whole outline of this on her tank top. So
yeah, I have beanie weenie stained on my tank top.
Yeah, that was a hell of a night.
Yeah.
And we both have sweet tea tattoos.
Ohio Rider 62, welcome.
Hey, man.
Oh, you got a nice looking beard there, too.
Hey, man, little thumbnails are so little. Hey,
I
man,
know.
thank you so much for making my ass grow. We're getting bigger, boys. That's awesome. Welcome. I appreciate it so much. Welcome to the Honorary One community. You're part of it. You're one of us.
Yes, BJ on the BA. I noticed that you changed your name as BJ on the Bear. He said changed his name since he's riding his chieftain more than his triumph.
Oh.
Triumph America.
Very cool.
Brandy said, do you guys have any other couple tattoos besides the sweet tea? So if you guys don't know, we have matching tattoos. Yeah. We have sweet tea. Because it matches. And then other than that, I don't think we have like a couple tattoo.
No, she did get so she's put ink on me all over different places. So I carry her with me wherever I go. She's done it. I've tried to do the ink to her. It never did really work out like we were talking earlier. But we were down there, and I was getting a tattoo with Wayne down in New Orleans. And I said, Steph, you going to get some? She goes, yeah. I said, all right. I said, what are you going to get? She goes, my real initials are TNT. So she's like, I'm going to, because I have TNT on my arm, some dynamite here. It's all jacked up. I need to get fixed. She's like, I'm going to get some dynamite and TNT. So Wayne drew this up. So she's got like the little ticking time bomb on some TNT. Yeah. So that was really cool.
I don't know if you guys can see that very good.
Good bone. So I don't think we have any other really matching tattoos, do we? We don't really have anything.
I don't think so.
What's going to be your next tattoo?
I don't know. I've thought about this a lot. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Well, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to go get my knuckles done. I think we were just talking about that. I've been thinking about that a lot. So I thought about putting overcome, and then we can switch it and say come over. Yeah, hey, come on, girl. But then I was like, well, that's maybe kind of cheesy. I still may go that route, but now what I'm kind of thinking about doing is eye for an eye. So that's really meaning a lot to me right now.
Eye for an eye and
a tooth for a tooth. Yeah. So it'll be the numbers and all. I'm not real sure how that's going to work out. We don't know what we're going to do exactly. So I don't even think Wayne knows what the hell he's doing. He's like, okay, let's do it. And he's super cool too because I'll give him an idea and he'll run with it. Jeez, my seat is going down.
I know, now you have the defective seat. I'm just going to, instead of typing all these, I'll just, Writer X, I think you chimed in a little late, which you had a question. Did we talk about the pay it forward from donation from last week?
Yes. So the pay it forwards from last week, we wait to YouTube pays out, which they'll pay out the 18th. Of course, they take a cut of it. And when that happens, we're going to show you exactly. We'll be totally transparent. We'll show you exactly what they took out of it. Like I said, they pay out the 18th, so we'll wait to the 18th because we don't have that money. And then we're talking about what to do with it. We've talked about a couple ideas. But one thing I really feel like I owe to you guys, and like we always do, we do a pay it forward video so we can show you guys what we do with it. I feel like that's, I've got an idea. I don't know if it'll play it out really. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. You know, hope that answers your question.
You guys are talking about tattoos also, not to change subject or anything like that. But Jim, I'm so sorry to hear you. He said that he's getting his deceased wife's picture on his right side of his chest. 20 years, it seems like.
Oh wow!
Like, yeah,
well, it's cool, man.
It's a very heartfelt tattoo.
Dude, that's super cool. I'd love to see that whenever you get it done. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sorry about that, buddy.
Boogie Rides. I've heard you mention birds in your videos a lot. Have you guys raised and bred birds?
Oh God, yes. Damn right, man. We've raised anything from finches to macaws, and somewhere around 2 to 3 or 4 days we'd get them, and then we'd hand feed them out to make really good pets. We raised I don't know how many now. It's been years back, right before the economy tanked, and then we sold all of our birds because we couldn't make any money. But we raised green cheek conures, a shit ton of them. We did really good with cockatiels and eclectus. So we raised, I think, 3 females and 2 males. So we'd raise the eclectus up. If you don't know what eclectus is, the male is green, the female is red. So you'll see a lot of these birds sitting together and they're all huddled up and they're real pretty green and real pretty red. That's usually the eclectus. And we raise them. Super cool, really cool birds. All my life, I've always been into animals. Love birds. I think they're one of the top pets to have, in my opinion. Then when Steph and I got together, I started doing all kinds of shit. We've had snakes, all kind of reptiles. I have over 100 guppies in the house right now that we've raised from, they would hatch. They have live bears, and we catch them out so they don't eat them. We'll transfer them over to another tank, and then we raise them up. So we've got over 100 in there right now that we've raised over the last couple of months. Actually, we're going to have to do something because we're getting some in. But yeah, the birds. I've got incubator. I've hatched out quail, guineas, all kind of chickens. Steph, when we got together, her girls had never really been around that, so I got a old messed up incubator and we worked on it, and then we raised a bunch of silkies. But our neighbor's dog, when we got them up, we killed all of our silkies. So, yeah, Yeah, man, birds are a big part of our life, honestly. Um, my favorite bird would be um, probably the double.
It's
Mm,
in a,
Senegals were really cool. I'm trying to really think though. I really like. Wow, that's hard. I'll put myself in the spot. Man, I like just a good little old laid back conure is really cool. The green chicks are really good. I may be wrong here, it was somewhere around 40 baby green cheeks at one time. So we'd
yeah.
hand feed them out, and we'd hand feed them at first, and it'll be 3 or 4 times a day. So by the time you got done
Well,
hand
at
feeding
first
them
you
out,
feed them out like every 2 to 3 hours.
yeah. So every time you get done feeding, it seemed like you just turned right back around and started feeding again. So
It was very time consuming.
yes, it was. We raised some great birds. I guess we raised two African gray, Congo African grays. This guy down in South Arkansas, he had a pair, and he'd raised them enough, and good pair of birds, and he had them on Craigslist. And I said, listen, I'll buy both of them for so much. I'll come down and get them tomorrow. Got a pretty good deal on them. Went down, we raised them birds. That was probably my favorite bird. It was right before Steph brain tumor. So we got two, we raised them, and then I was going to sell one, and then I was going to keep one, which we kept one. His name was Delta. But we raised these birds. We could tell them when to go poop. We could hold them as a go poop, and they'd go to the bathroom. And we taught them to fly. Of course, they couldn't fly. We waited until they could fly, and then we would make sure they could land and everything, and then I'd clip their wings, and then we'd sell them. We learned the hard way to do that. But we would get them to where we'd go fly, and they'd fly off and land, and we're like, come back, or whatever we'd say, and they'd fly back to you. So
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss the birds. Our kids, they love birds. We actually are the baby of the kids. Of course, she's still at home. She's got a 2.5 gallon tank right now, and she's raising snails. She had a big clutch of baby snails here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and you guys think that's crazy, but they're actually kind of cute.
I don't know.
Yeah. Jim, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, it's really cute, and she wants to get one of the giant African snails. Oh, there's a moth or something that keeps flying into my ear. It's a giant African snail, I think, anyways. But they get to be about like over the size of a $50.
But these snails that she's raising, they're just ones out here on the tree. And this is a badass story, guys. I pulled a good one.
Oh God!
Of course, she's what, fixing to be 16, so she's at that age.
Yeah, she's almost 16.
Kind of catty, and you know how that is. So she every once in a while we'll kind of get into bickering contest, and she'd won the last one. I thought, all right, girl, I'll get you. So what I did is she got one snail. I had these tanks for the guppies, and she got my mom. I said, hey, she had one of them tanks. Like, what are you gonna do with it? I won't put snails in it. I'm like, okay. So she went out here and she found her a snail. She put that snail in that tank. And a couple days went by, and I'd went out here to some tree, and I got another snail. I dropped it in there. Well, and then about a day later, she noticed that she had another snail. And I thought, well, maybe it was something we picked up because she landscaped it, aquascape, whatever the hell. So she got a terrarium set up. Is it terrarium?
Terrarium.
Anyway, so she's got it set up, and she's like, well, maybe it was just one that was on the ship she put it in. Well, a couple of days went by, I dropped another one. And they didn't really notice that third one. And I was like, well, shit. So a couple of days later, I went out there, and I found about 4. And they were different sizes. So I got them 4, and I dropped them. Well, then all of a sudden, I was out here working in the shop. They came running in here with an aquarium and all. Look at this, look at this. I'm like, what is it? We got like 8 snails in here. And I'm like, I didn't say a word. I was like, mm-hmm. So they're trying to figure out how they get on the internet, and they're searching about how quick they can have babies, how fast they grow. She gets on Snapchat, posted a picture like, I'm a snail mama, look at me. She's really proud and going on there. And later that night, I was just going to be quiet. I couldn't take it no more. And I was like, you know those snails in your tank? Yeah. I said, I've been dropping them in there every couple of days. And they're like, what? I said, yeah, I've been dropping them in there. So it was funny as shit.
Yeah, it was a cruel joke.
It was funny as hell. But
she really thought maybe that they multiplied because she was wanting to raise them and have them breed.
But
she hadn't read anything about that yet.
Yeah, she's just keeping one. So in the long run, though, now they start producing, and they're just little bitty, like pencil lead size. Perfect little shell, little head comes out. So she is raising snails now. That's because I put the right, males and females. I sexed them before I got them, make sure they're equally ratioed out.
Yeah. El Buffalo, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, all of this.
Thank you for that super chat.
All of this snail business was paybacks, though, because I really got.
So the story
I really got him years ago.
Yeah, we first got together, and there for about a year, I was big on Bigfoot. I had something happen.
You still are.
I still am, but I mean, I was like major, like that's all I thought about was Bigfoot. So I had something happen to me up in these hills years ago when I was hunting, and it's a weird fucking story. And I still today tie it.
There's a big old beetle. Sorry, guys.
So, oh my gosh.
I think it's because it's like dark out and the doors open, they're all coming inside now.
Yeah, that's what to do. So do this. I watch documentaries all the time. I was reading about what I could on the internet, and I went to sleep, and I think it was early in the morning, maybe late at night. I can't remember. But
I think it was probably about 2 a.m.
She started shaking me, and I was like, "What?" And then she's like, "They fucking found Bigfoot!" And I was just like instantly like shot up out of bed. I'm like, "What? Where? When?" I was like looking for the computer. I was like, "Look, where? What is it?" And she's started kind of going to the story, and then she just started laughing her ass off.
I tried to keep it as long as I could.
That's what she said.
He deserved that, though. Yeah.
True story.
Yeah. No, that was no big moth. That was like a June bug beetle type thing. It was bad.
Attack of the Beatles.
Applesauce, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, need a meetup in September at Bikes Blues and Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, we'll be over there. Bikes Blues Barbecue is in Fayetteville, and that kind of chimes in. I do want to mention this real quick. That's where our buddy Wayne, the tattooer, is over here at the Ice House, which is right off Dixon. He's going to be doing some specials too. I hope everything works out there. We're back on the road and everything's doing good. We'll be over there, of course. If you see me, just yell, "Yo, sexy," and I'll announce you. Thank you for that super chat.
Also, Toby, you asked, are we going to make it to Sturgis? Yes, it is on our agenda. It's on our schedule. Now, I did see where Laconia, last week we talked also about different rallies and stuff that had been postponed or canceled. And I did see where Laconia is also now on that list.
Laconia and Phil Cleveland canceled.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they Michael posted that in the Honorary. Yeah, they posted about that. So.
And Raven, thank you so much.
You,
said, "What's up, TJ? Event kicked ass last weekend." Thank you guys.
Yeah. So Raven, thank you for that super chat, buddy. If you would like, you can kind of tell what I'm trying to say. If you want to give yourself a little shout out on the side here and kind of tell people what you do, people will think that's really cool. I will probably butcher it right now. He's got something pretty cool going on here locally. They've been working really hard. He's doing good in the community here at home. So
he says Chuck.
Oh, Chuck.
Maybe wrong, Raven.
No, it's Chuck.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. So if you want to, you can do that. It's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Very cool. We good talking about it.
He said, sweet. So, how do you pronounce that name? Hoplitz? Is it Hoplitz?
Right on.
child advocacy writers. Last week they fed over 1,000 or offered 1,000 free meals here in Harrison, which is Northwest Arkansas here in Harrison. So yeah, I guess they've done
They did a
couple
barbecue.
weekends in
Yeah,
a row now.
they did a barbecue down in town because what he was talking about is, kids, they get a meal from the school, and which it helps. There's people out here going through a fucking hard time, and they count on the kids eating at school, and they were providing them lunch, but it was like a turkey sandwich, which is great, and we appreciate that. But he was saying, like, that probably gets old, and he said, like, we got together, and we would like to do something for the community. So he said, we're going to barbecue. They're going to have gloves on, mask, and stay away from everybody. And you drive through, and we're going to give them a meal.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And I do want to say something real quick. That's a prime example of doing something for a community, and I appreciate that. And I know how hard it is to do something in a community. And what I would say to the communities out there, when you have somebody like this and people doing good in your community, help them help the community.
Yeah.
Because a lot of cities and towns, they promote community and they want you to do good, and they talk about it. So it's really good to see somebody do something. And when they go to do something, it's really good for that community to support them. So it's good to see you guys out there doing good here in Harrison, Arkansas.
Yeah, he said that they smoked 740 pounds of pork butts and turkeys. So yeah, you guys can go check out their Facebook, and they have a Facebook page. And yeah, that's awesome, especially during, all the time, but especially during this time when school is out. And there are a lot of kids that depend on school lunches, breakfast and school lunches. I know that a lot of the schools during, of course, when session was in, would actually send home food packets for the weekends on Fridays,
right.
And so, of course, without school being in session,
right.
that's also kind of stopped. And I know some schools have offered also free meals throughout the week and stuff, but
like I said, that was a lot of damn work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard work, guys, doing that kind of stuff, and it's good. That makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a super, super solid.
Very cool.
Very cool. Anything else?
Yeah, let's see. Mike, it's good to see you guys. I know you said you got to run out, so we will catch you guys later. Good night, and thank you for joining us. Yep. And then, yeah, I've seen some of you guys were talking about where Sturgis may have already canceled, or they're making a decision this week on the event. So that's something that we can all look into. Yeah.
We're going to see what happens. It may be a heavy fall, where we're all doing a lot of stuff. As long as we're okay, guys, I'll just say get the most out of every mile. If you got a bike and you're enjoying it, hats off to you. Stay safe, and when we're able to give a lot of hugs. I know we're all ready for that. Anything you want to add over there, Mom?
No, just that's a great way. If we want to finish up the night, that's a great way to end the night. Thank you, Raven, for what you guys do. And
and once again, I want to thank all the members. We'll be posting that we'll go live this weekend, and we'll do our giveaway for all of our members. Every new member that came on tonight, we appreciate you so much. You can now you're able to see everything that we get into, and with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Also commenting. We appreciate the hell out of the super chats. If you are on here and you didn't know, last week we gave our super chats, and then people started donating to a pay it forward. We just did a spontaneous pay it forward because we do pay it forwards, and I asked when we're going to do the next one. I was like, fuck it, let's do it right now. So like I said, it's over $1,500. we have to wait till YouTube pays out, which will be the 18th of next month. Then we'll see how much they get out of that, because they get a percentage, of course. And we'll be very transparent, and we'll show you guys, and then we'll work on that pay it forward. I would like to show you who to get it to, and I'd like to see it. You know, and I'd like to see. So it's cool that we're coming together and doing this. And if you want to do a walk around video, you can do that. Whatever you ride, whatever you drive, give us the walk around video. Try to do it.
Smitty, thank you so much for
Hey,
your super
Smitty,
chat.
got to tune in. Good to see you, brother. If you'll record this way, I think Smitty got one together. So, and try to do good sound, you know what I mean? And then we'll put a video together of all you guys. And Smitty is down under, and he said earlier that he's getting a lot of wood together because it's getting winter time over there. Super crazy. You can go check out Smitty YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. You can see what he's up to. Steph is answering some stuff here. Oh, hey, we got another.
John 9923B.
Yep, 100% octane, right on. New member, made our ass just grow.
This will be easier to say all this instead of type it. Toby, you may have asked earlier, and I'm so sorry if I didn't get to you. So our stickers, yes, they're on our website. So on our website, www.thehonoraryone.com, along the top, there is a tab that says shop. And under that, there's going to be a couple of different options for stickers. So we have our logo stickers that are a 3-inch, and then we have a 2.5-inch logo sticker also. And then we do have our hashtag Stay Honorary decal, and they are, I think they're 12 to 13.
Yeah, they're just like this right here.
They're like 12 inches long.
That's what she said.
So we have those. And then we will have some more coming out soon, but that's all that we have on their website. We have our shirts
there. You know, we have koozies there. So all the stuff that we're talking to, every bit of this that you guys buy goes directly into the Ornery One, and we ride and we produce content. Yes. So that's what we're doing.
And then, like TJ had mentioned, if you guys want to participate in our walk around video that Mike Myers had also talked about last week. So 3 to 4 minutes, walk around your bike, show us what you got, show us what you're doing, what you love, what you, are changing, whatever you want to talk about. 3 to 4 minutes, record horizontally, but you can send those to the honorary1@outlook.com. So just send them to our email, and we're going to collect those up and make a little video just showcasing everyone's ride.
That's right, guys. Anything else you want to say before we...
I missed it because everyone is doing the "that's what she said" emoji.
Yeah, you said about 12 inches.
Oh,
she didn't even hear it. She's so used to it. She's like, oh.
Maxwell Coffee Fund. Nut, yeah. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you,
Nut.
guys.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, the coffee fund. No shit.
Yes, if there's anything that we didn't get to, if we didn't answer your question, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, of course. Shoot us a message, leave it in a comment. Yeah. And the new members, if you guys are on Discord, we have a Discord group. We also have a private Facebook group where we all just chat and hang out, send pictures, stupid memes.
Yeah, you guys come talking about riding, what's up with your bikes. It can be just whatever. It's just a community. It doesn't have to be bike related. It doesn't matter. Just a safe place for everybody to get together with no bullshit.
Yes. Also, how are the newbies added to your Facebook? So our Facebook group, if you go to the Honorary One's page, you will see that there's a group there. You can hit the join. Whenever you hit the join, there's 2 questions. So just answer if you are an Honorary Ass member and what your name is, because there's a lot of requests that come in. I just want to make sure that it's just for the members. That's our little perks. So yeah, just send a request to that Facebook group.
And when stuff is posted, we see it before it gets posted. So if you post something, it takes a little bit. It's because until I see the notification, I see what the post is, and then I approve it because I want to make sure it's a safe place. I don't want no bullshit. If you're an Ornery ass, you're good. You wouldn't be here if you wouldn't. But we do that. We do have shit ton of requests to join it. And a lot of people are like, I want to join. How do I join? Well, honestly, this is a perk. You have to be a member to be able to be part of it. So, and that's how, honestly, down. I mean, this is how we make our money. I mean, that's just what it gets down to, and we work hard at this, so and we protect it. This is ours, all of ours. It's our place. This is our stuff.
Tim, you asked what is Discord. So Discord is
Good shit, right?
So a lot of gamers use Discord, so it's kind of like a chat room forum type structure of a platform where a lot of people I don't have Discord. I set up Discord for him because a lot of people were already on Discord, and so we just wanted to have that other option.
It's just another platform to communicate, and it's just for our members. So it's just something that we offer. It's just there, and everybody's chatting on there. There's a lot going on. You can go check it out. People post pictures of their bikes, talking about different shit all the time.
It's like an online chat room that
it is.
You can just
nudes. There's tons of nudes on there. So I mean, if you become an Ornery One member, you can see all the members nude on the Discord. I'm just shitting. That's not true. No.
But anyways, Ohio Biker, thank you so much.
Hey,
you said that's for the Maxwell Fund too. You guys are so freaking awesome.
Guys, it'll fucking take it. Trust me. Our bill now, I don't know. We're gonna have to look. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm happy, but
the one I just paid today.
The one that we just paid today, and the one last week
was like $160.
And the one last week was
$560.
$560. We still have some more stuff to do, so
just to make sure she's running and she'll.
Anyways, yeah, because we got to make that trip. So yeah, but I'm going to show you guys all that stuff. I'm going to show you everything that we're doing to the bike as well. You know, as upgrades and what it took to get it going. So hey, Tate.
James, thank you so much for your super chat. Smitty had a really good question. So he asked, can Mrs. Smitty join the membership group on Facebook? Yes. We have a lot of couples. My seat just let loose. A lot of couples where the husband's on the YouTube, but then he doesn't have a Facebook page, and she has a Facebook page, but he still wants to be. So
yeah, so that's kind of a gray area there, a little bit. But we I think that's all right. Don't you? It'd be like, we've gone to titty bars where they wouldn't let her in. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, none of the strip clubs or titty bars in New Orleans and the Quarter will let you go in if you're a female.
Some of them. I think it's changed a little bit. And then one was like, unless you show us your tits. Some places, that'll get your nose busted. But, so.
Greggle. Thank you so much.
Hey, man. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for all you do for us. I'll tell you what, man.
And Kahuna. And I got your order. So I know I have some shirts that need to be mailed out. Members, there's a lot of shirts for you guys, and then also a lot of orders that's come in. So bear with me. I apologize.
I think I'll be done welding and doing all my shit tomorrow. We're going to clean everything up so we can get the spring clean.
Yeah.
So a little bit my fault. I had to get some shit done on Maxwell. So,
but I'm so excited about this new design
put you behind.
Coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Anything you want to answer for? I see something about.
Last question from me. Does Custom Dynamics give y'all deadlines for doing videos for their new stuff? I've heard some sponsors do that.
You know what? Custom Dynamics, they are absolutely hands-on. And I've been a fabricator all my life. And I've worked for different business, off and on, individuals. They are the best people to do business with. We tell them what we need. They tell us what they need. And then we just work together. They don't make us do anything. We don't make them do anything at all. They called when all this Corona shit went down. They called me and was like, yo, TJ, this is what's going on with us. What's going on with you? We had a discussion. And we're like, cool. And then, like, a couple of weeks later, we're like, hey, we're doing the chopper. What do you guys think? And, they're like, what can we do to help you? I mean, no, there's no deadlines or anything like that. I'm telling you guys, them people are good. They've impressed me. They really have. And not all of the product, but just the individuals that we deal with. Yeah. Yeah. Love them to
Yeah,
death.
definitely. Gilbert, thank you so much for your super
Hey,
chat. He
Gilbert.
said, "Hi guys, about to go to bed, going to get up at 3 a.m., going home after 6 weeks out."
Dude, man,
well, I'm so glad
always
you're going
going.
home.
Man, bless your heart. Thank you for that, man.
Yeah, and safe travels. 3 a.m.
dude.
comes early, so I hope you get a lot of rest. And
Yeah,
safe
guys.
travels.
With that being said, hey, thanks for that super chat, man. Really appreciate that so much. Thanks out there hustling. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Guys, we're into it over 2 hours now. Like I said, we didn't really have a whole lot to talk tonight about. Next Friday night, hopefully we'll be talking about Maxwell House, and who knows, we may have it here to show you. We don't know.
Yes.
I don't know, from the bottom of my heart and Stephanie's heart, thank you so much for tuning in and being part of this. We'll be posting about the members and doing our drawings, so we'll be going live again this weekend with our members. Thank you so much. Even as we get closer to the end of this Corona shit, I'm getting really excited. Let's just stay patient with each other. Let's talk to each other and not down to each other. It's important. You never know what you say to somebody, what it does to them.
Yes.
So let's stay positive and keep moving forward. I appreciate you guys so much.
No, you guys all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us for these 2 hours of just a bunch of bullshit and crazy stories. And I appreciate all the good questions. Yeah.
Good night, guys. I'm reading some comments over there. Good night to all you guys. Hey, we'll see you next Friday night. Go check out all of our social media platforms and show you what we're up to. And got one right here. Hey, thank you. Keep
yes. Up. Thank you for your super chat.
Thank you.
How do you say that? The Brooks?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Brooks. The Brooks.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate that super chat.
Thank
all right,
you guys.
Like always, y'all stay on it. See you, Tate.